it does look like a honeycomb, quite literally. So one thing about Diamine, they are very true to the names that they give to their inks. I will give them that. Hello friends, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. If stationery puts a smile on your face, you are absolutely in the right place. On my channel I talk about all things stationery, planning, journaling, accessories, all things in between. Today we are in the fountain pen world, specifically my favorite as of late, fountain pen inks. I was tagged to do the Rainbow Ink Challenge by Plan Your One Life, Brittany, here on YouTube. And it took me a little while, I must say. So this video is a bit late, but better late than never. In this video, I'll be sharing with you essentially my ink collection in a rainbow format. So we're going through all the colors of the rainbow, at least all the ones that I have as far as inks go. So not to take up too much of your time, first up we have Monteverde Garnet. Monteverde was my first official, more known Western brand of fountain pen inks. Here we have it. It's my OG and it's one of my favorites. I love how it writes in a broad nib most of all. It shows up beautifully in a broad nib. It's a rich burgundy-ish, brownish, actually no, burgundy-ish, more like magenta. You know what? Let me just show you what it looks like. So we have, I'm gonna do some swatches with my cotton buds and we're gonna do a deep dive. That's Garnet. Beautiful color. Because it's one of my early ones, it's one of my faves. I currently have it inked in a pen that I will show you at the summary of the video. I'll show you a close-up of everything, the way it writes at the end. For now, we're creating this lovely rainbow. So let's move on to a Jug of Sangria by Diamine. This was actually, let's move to something closer to Garnet, which would be, yes, Merlot by Diamine. Close, but also not quite. You'll see what I mean in a second. Close to Garnet, but not exactly. Similar color family. Beautiful ink. It reminds me of writing a classic novel. I see an author writing with this ink. It's a timeless ink to me. To me, it's timeless and looks really great. That's Garnet. Sorry, that's Merlot. As you can see, it has more of a brownish tone. It looks very much like red wine. Quite literally like a glass of red wine, which I love. It looks just like Merlot, as the name says. It's very true to the name. Yeah, let's just call it that. I'm actually not going into all of my collection today because I have way too many inks. But as it's a challenge, I'm gonna try to traverse as many colors of the rainbow as possible. Up next, we have a Jug of Sangria by Diamine, another Diamine favorite. I love this ink so much. I'm surprised I still have a ton of it because I use it quite a lot. So I'm shocked that it hasn't even reached half yet. I need to use this more, like maybe in my planners and my journals, a lot more than I do right now. A Jug of Sangria, it starts off looking, you'll see how it starts off looking and then you'll see how it dries. It starts off looking like a very dusty pink, but by the time it dries, you see more pink than dust. Let's just say that. I love this ink. The name intrigued me. Sangria, one of my favorite drinks in the entire world, and the ink is just wonderful. This is a Cult Pens and Diamine collaboration, so you can only find it on the Cult Pens website. I paid quite a bit to get this shipped to me, but very worth it, very worth it. This is such a beautiful summery ink. If you want to see a deep dive of me writing with these and writing samples, besides at the end you can also check out my fountain pen or my Diamine collection or Diamine haul. It's called something like that on the cards above. Should be somewhere here. So that's what we have for my nice pinky colors. Up next, I should really get Rouille d'encre for you, so I will be back. Rouille d'encre by Herbin. Got this as a sample from Goulet, and I think I want to invest in a large bottle because it's a lovely pink. I love it almost as much as a Jug of Sangria. Very pretty, summery, light, airy. This ink says soft girl life. These are soft girl life inks. They're lovely and they're just wonderful. Rouille d'encre. I don't think I've ever shown this one on my channel, but there you go. I'm moving throughout the rainbow. Next, I'll dive into blues, purples, and some, actually maybe I should do orange. Maybe I should do oranges. Yeah, let's deep dive into some oranges. No, yes, let's do orange. Let's do one orange, which will be Honey Burst. I was gonna show you Copper Noir, but it's, you know what? I will show you Copper Noir. Let's do it together. I'm gonna speed all of this up anyway. As I said, I don't want to keep you too long. Don't want to bore you out of your mind. Although if you're here, you love these things, and I appreciate you for being here. You have no idea. This is Honey Burst by Diamine. I fell in love with this ink when I got it. I am obsessed with it. It writes like a dream on a broad nib or a stub nib. It's so pretty. It's airy and summery, and it is a burst. It does look like a honeycomb, quite literally. So one thing about Diamine, they are very true to the names that they give to their inks. I will give them that. Very, very true to the names. This is Copper Noir by Monteverde. Over the years, I've heard people complain, mostly on the fountain pen Reddit, that Monteverde has, you know, their inks mold. I've never experienced that, and as I said to you, this was my first ink brand. My first known ink brand. Got these from Amazon when I started back again in fountain pens. Back again meaning since primary school as a child. This is Copper Noir, another favorite. Just like with Merlot, I could see an author, right? This gives me the vibe of like medieval aristocratic figures writing letters to the gentry somewhere in England. What am I talking about? I do not know. But that's the vibe I get. And we are gonna create some new stamps so that we can share some more. Alright, so moving along the rainbow, from the oranges, we'll go to blues, greens, and purples to end off. This Diamine is Celadon Cat. It's Diamine's one of their latest colors. I loved how it looked when they announced that it was gonna be their 2023 color, and so I said yes. It's wonderful. Something about it reminds me of, I don't know if it's like a blue summer sky, although it's not even really blue. It's described, ironically enough, as a grayish brown. That's what I always hear it described as. But I would actually see it as a dusky blue. Dusk. Not dust, dusky blue. If I have writing samples of any of these, I will actually put them side by side to show you, instead of, you know, taking up a ton of time. Next, we have Robert Oster Detox, which is a lovely green. I do not like a literal green ink. It's very boring. So in the search for a green that has some character, I have chosen Robert Oster, and it is the perfect, I think I would call this like an olive green. I love it so much. There's a word that I can't find that describes what this green is. As you can see, it's not a classic green like maybe like this plant shade. It's nothing like that, but it has some character. What I want next is a green with a bit of gold in it, and I intend to get Rora and Klingner. I think they have a green called Alt Gold Grun. I want that. Close to this, but to me it seems like a step above. But I love this in the meantime, and I enjoy writing with it. When I'm writing about like outdoorsy things, I love writing with this green. Let me see. Last but absolutely not least, I have a drop of Sailor Manyo Nekoyanagi. I always loved seeing these on friends' Instagram pages and seeing it on Reddit. I fell in love with the Sailor Manyo series. I, at the time of discovering them, could not really quite justify the purchase of a full bottle. I have to be able to justify a purchase like that before I make it. I don't like to spend my money, I like to see it. So I bought a sample, and it's very pretty. It's a very whimsical purple. It starts off lilac, and as it dries you see a hint of a blue, and I really want you to see what I mean by that. So let's do a swatch. This is the last color on the rainbow, as sadly it is almost done. I hope I can even get a swatch for you. Oh my gosh. I'll try the pen that's in it. Try my very best. Let's see what we can do here. So that is it. I hope it shows up as it dries. You can see the blue. Let's add a little something special. We'll do a close-up so you can see the hints of blue. I definitely see it as I'm looking here, and it's lovely. Will I purchase a full bottle of this? Might. Maybe as part of a gift to myself, a gift package of inks or an ink to go along with a pen one of these days. Maybe. But this is the last of my rainbow. I promise not to keep you long, and I hope I didn't. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it. And now we will take a look at the entire rainbow collection, or the rainbow ink collection for the day. I hope you found some ink inspiration by this video, by seeing these swatches. And I thank you so much for being here. If you found this video helpful in any way, showed you a new ink that you want to try out, give me a like so I'll know that you want to see more ink spo. A lot of people on my channel have come across and stayed high because of my pen and ink videos, and as a relative newbie to the fountain pen family of modern times, like I said, the last time I used a fountain pen I was maybe 11 years old. As a newbie to the modern day fountain pen world, I am very excited about the community that exists. It's lovely. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you consider subscribing or liking the video. It helps me out a lot to let me know more of what the YouTube community that's here with me likes to see. Goodbye.